This week's GTA Online update brings a twist beyond the usual bonuses, which quite frankly aren't really too much to write home about this week. In fact, they're actually just straight garbage. But the real gem of this update is the array of vehicles that we have that are making a limited time return to the game. Despite no discounts on these vehicles we're going to be talking about, they are crucial for all those car enthusiasts as well as collectors out there. And so we're going to dive into the performance metrics of these vehicles, the customization options, and more, helping you decide which, if any, are worthy of your investment. So stay tuned for these limited time gems. There's bound to be something for every GTA Online player here, so let's get started. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, then let me know by dropping a like on the video. And if you want to stay up to date with everything GTA Online and Rockstar games as a whole, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Jumping in, we have the Physice 7B that's available here, and this is inspired by endurance racing vehicles like the Nissan R390 Chu, as well as the Mazda 787BE, which is probably my most favorite car of all time. And this vehicle showcases a really impressive top speed of 123.5 miles an hour and really good acceleration. But it does face challenges with traction and takeoff delay due to the high wheel spin it has, as well as braking efficiency. And while it does excel in high-speed cornering, it does underperform in low-speed turns due to the insufficient grip it has. And its durability against collisions is also kind of a concern here if you don't have armor upgrades. But despite these drawbacks, I do think the RE7B remains competitive on racing circuits, though probably less so in traffic-heavy street races. And it also ranks closely behind the ANS 80RR as well as the benefactor Mighty 7 endurance racing performance. But those two other vehicles are probably better options in my opinion, but this one is still pretty good. Next, we have the Emperor e-tron, which is another LS car meet test drive vehicle for this week. It stands out in the Supers class with superior performance, owed largely to its excellent traction from a large spoiler that enhances downforce and cornering speed, despite having a lower-ending engine compared to other endurance cars, and it still delivers substantial power and an impressive top speed as well of 121 miles an hour. The design here, including the front and rear, they draw heavy inspiration from the Lexus LFLC Vision Gran Turismo, as well as the LFA, marking it not as just a high performer in the game, but also one of the more visually unique vehicles in GTA Online. I must say, I do like the look of the real LFA, but I'm not so enthusiastic about the aesthetics of Rockstar's version of it here in this game when it comes strictly to appearance, but to each their own. Next up, for number 3, we have the Physice Comet SR, another LS car meet test drive vehicle. The SR excels in the sports class with outstanding traction here, really good acceleration, and honestly kind of an insane top speed of 122 miles an hour because it feels like it goes even faster. And I'd say that's also pretty high for an older DLC sports car in this game. And this particular racing-oriented variant boasts aerodynamic improvements, increased engine power, as well as wider tires for better grip and handling on the track. And it's inspired by the Porsche 997 GT2 RS, as well as it also incorporates elements from the Porsche 991 G2. But Rockstar has kind of infused the Comet SR with some creative modifications in this game. They've taken some creative liberties here, and that kind of distinguishes it, in my opinion, from the more realistic counterpart, like the newer Comet Stu, as well as the Comet Stu Cabrio that released over the past couple years. But for number 4, we have the Dinka Jester, which is a premium deluxe motorsport vehicle, this week in GTA Online. The Dinka Jester, with its competitive top speed and acceleration here, also stands out in the sports car category, especially when it comes to its handling. This is an all-wheel drive car that's inspired by Japanese sports cars, and it offers a front-to-rear torque ratio distribution of 20-80% according to Bruffy. So that's really cool right there, and that's what enhances the agility and responsiveness of this car to the absolute max. Now, its exceptional handling also shines on slippery surfaces, which makes it an ideal vehicle for those rainy conditions or really any challenging weather that you'll encounter in the game. The Jester's design is also influenced by the 2015 Acura NSX, which is notable for its curvy features as well as distinctive Japanese styling. And a neat feature of this car is the integration of an electric motor, which ensures seamless power during your gear shifts. And that's beneficial for racing as well as just having a smooth ride in general. Although it does tend to drift around on dirt roads due to the high power output, the Jester does boast excellent crash deformation, which is going to allow you to withstand multiple front-end collisions without really affecting the wheels as well as the performance of this car. For number 5, we have the Vapid Retinue, also at Premium Deluxe Motorsport. This car stands out for its remarkable speed and handling, making it a top contender in versatility among rear-wheel drive vehicles in this game because it's adept at both racing as well as navigating traffic without really easily succumbing to oversteer here. On off-road terrains, the performance is exceptional in my opinion too, rivaled only by the Mark II version that you can find in this game, but that one isn't available this week. And that's thanks to its lightweight as well as its balanced power delivery. The car's phenomenal grip it has on the dirt, and the gravel is notable, although drivers do really have to be careful here of the tendency to tip on those banks due to the high center of mass that this car has. This car kind of draws inspiration from those classic European Ford Escort Mark Is, and the Retinue's design is a nod to vintage two-door coupes in this game, so you get blended performance as well as some really cool retro styling. Those are all the 5 removed vehicles that we have added back to the game for a limited time with this week's GTA Online update. Like I said, there's some cars you don't want to miss out on, like the NSRA 7B, the Comet SR, the Jester, and maybe the ETR1 and the Retinue, depending on your preference for the style of the vehicles you like. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching once again. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video.